And welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we're reacting to the CONCACAF World Cup qualifying match day 6, round 3, final match day. Every game, every goal we're going to see. We ain't pick one game. We're watching them all through the Golazo show on Paramount Plus. Then, of course, we have Canada, Venezuela, Canada as well tonight. So 7 games. You'll know all the goals. The only game I'm reviewing tonight is the Canada game because tomorrow would pretty much be what the review is tonight if I talked about the CONCACAF games. So tomorrow we'll recap round 3 of CONCACAF World Cup qualifying tomorrow. So just tonight is the Canada review. So one of the games we're talking about, I review. Massive in CONCACAF, who's making the World Cup? I think Jamaica, automatically. Jamaica, Honduras, and Suriname. Playoff, I'm going to go with Curacao. We pretty much know whoever loses the Jamaica game is going to go to the playoff. And Panama, playoff. Netherlands qualified, yep. They're also playing right now, but we already have 7 games to talk about. I'm happy to see Scotland make the World Cup. I'm happy. Damn, that sucks. How we doing, Sean? So excited for today. I'm Mexican, but I'm excited to see how CONCACAF plays out. Well, Curacao ties it. You think they're tying today, but what do we have today? If we had an octo box, you would see 7 stadiums and me. Well, I always knew the Scottish national team was good. In that octo box, you would see Guatemala versus Suriname. Stadium in Guatemala, El Trebol. Suriname trying to keep this one going. You would see Panama versus El Salvador. Rommel Fernandez, Panama trying to win and hope Suriname doesn't. Jamaica, Curacao at the National Stadium in Kingston. Jamaica has to win to go to the World Cup automatically. Draw or loss means it's Curacao. Trinidad and Tobago versus Bermuda. Hazley Crawford Stadium. Trinidad's playing for their pride. Costa Rica, Honduras. In Costa Rica. Costa Rica trying to win. Whoever wins that may just very well go to the World Cup. Haiti playing at home as the home team, I should say, against Los Piñoleros. Haiti wins, they could go to the World Cup. And then, of course, you have Venezuela, Canada, Red Bull Arena. Venezuela, Canada, Red Bull. No, it's actually Miami Chase Stadium. My bad. No, it's Miami Stadium. My bad. Oh, it's on FS1. Well, that's awesome. I didn't know. Cool. I did not. I just heard Scotland qualified. No, if you've seen the Euros, they've been pretty good. Canada is in as a host. But with that being said, we will begin 3 hours of CONCACAF Zone football start now. There we go. I've been waiting to do that. Teams have walked out down in the CONCACAF games. Canada starts in 30 minutes. And it's on FS1, so I don't even have to wait for TV Pass. Lovely. All right. It's 3 hours of CONCACAF Zone football. Don't be surprised if fist fly in San Pedro Sula. They're playing in Costa Rica. So in Costa Rica, you mean. Suriname leads Group A. Panama second. Guatemala and El Salvador are eliminated. Of course, Guatemala. Well, Panama is playing El Salvador, Guatemala is playing Suriname, so they could be some. Either way. San Jose. Yes, it is. It's the new $700 plus shipping. If you want it. $700 plus shipping if you want it. Damn. On another screen. It's fine. All right. It's going to be crazy to watch what happens here. Jamaica and Curacao. Curacao above Jamaica in Group B. And they're playing each other. So it's pretty simple there. Honduras, Haiti, and Costa Rica all could still win Group C. Honduras and Costa Rica, whoever wins that game will be one of the top two. And if Haiti wins, they'll be in the top two. Champs Cup draw in 20 days. We'll be live for it. Don't worry. How we doing, Dillon? Let's get ready for 3 hours of CONCACAF Zone football. Starts now. Of course, 6 World Cup qualifiers. Canada versus Venezuela, which is actually on FS1 night, thankfully. I didn't realize that till now. Brazil's frustrated. Yeah. The only game that gets reviewed tonight after the live is the Canada game, though. The only game with no meaning in all of these is Trinidad versus Bermuda. Every other game has some meaning except at least for one team. Trinidad Bermuda is the only game being played for pride. And I guess, well, Canada versus Venezuela as well is being played for pride. But that matters to me because, you know, there you go. Canada fan, so. If it wasn't for Canada, it'd just be 6 games we're covering. But you know what? At least it ain't too crazy with time jump. Canada starts at 7:30, which would be more like 7:38. So you do that what you will. I got Trinidad versus Bermuda. Hope Ireland follow eventually. I hope Ireland makes the World Cup because that would be awesome. Chucky Arla. Chucky Arla. Irish blood. Of course I want Ireland to make it. And I'm glad that Scotland made it automatically because an Ireland-Scotland playoff would have been no. That would have been horrible. That would have been embarrassing for somebody. Why'd you think I wanted to, deep down, wanted to see the Steelers play in Ireland? And not just watch it on TV like I did, but be there. Why do you... it's 1-1 between the Leafs and Blues. Great. I do have Irish blood. And, well, you know I root for the Steelers for a beautiful reason. It would have been awesome to have that beautiful reason there with me and see the Steelers play in Ireland. At least I got to watch it on TV, though. But, and I was live for that one, if you remember. Either way. Well, I mean, a lot of the main players on Scotland are, well, at least Andy Robertson isn't. Andy Robertson, James Madison. Wait. Madison's Scottish? Or is it Wings? I'm getting confused. John McGinn. Oh, there we go. Yeah, John McGinn. Yeah. Mid-table English players. Yeah, no, John McGinn. There we go. They all blend together for me sometimes. The mid-table maestros, they all blend together for me at some point. Sometimes. John McGinn, there we go. Not Madison. Well, their initials are JM. Their initials are both JM. That is true. It's not too bad of a howler. My bad. Could be when England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales, and Republic of Ireland all qualify for the World Cup. We know that 2 countries already have Ireland or England and Scotland. Wales? Oh, yeah. They made a playoff too? Player scores from Hearts and the keeper. Okay, fair enough. I'll check them out after the game. Did you see Roberto Martinez say the third striker position is uncertain? Said Paulinho, Andre Silva are his current options. Well, they may have to be a backup for a couple of games. Because Cristiano had to freaking break somebody's back with an elbow. How we doing, Mile High? Yep, I saw the Broncos won. I'm happy for that. We're about to get going. Mosquera, Andrade, Escobar, Harvey for Panama. Davis, Carrasquilla, Godoy, Cesar Blackman, Diaz and Lodonio for Panama. And we're off in Panama, El Salvador. Waterman up top. And we're off in Guatemala, Suriname, Costa Rica, Honduras, and Haiti. Gonzalez in goal. Panama, El Salvador has begun. Climacao, Rodriguez, Cibrian, Clavel, Diaz, Seren, Landaverde, Enriquez, Mercado, Vasquez for El Salvador. And Trinidad, Bermuda has begun. Jamaica, Curacao is the last one to have its first whistle. Well, besides Canada, Venezuela. It's on FS1 tonight. Canada's on FS1 tonight, so I got it on YouTube TV. So you just have to VPN FS1. TVpass.org has FS1, though. Same site I would have used if it wasn't on FS1, so good job. Portland's linked to Alexandejas. How we doing? Okay, good. Guatemala, Hagen in goal. Playing forward. Suriname plays it forward. It gets blocked. Samaoyo, Rosales, Pinto, Morales, Lom, Franco, Herrera, Munoz, and Santis for Guatemala. And Jamaica, Curaçao's begun. Altan up top for Suriname. Vassin, Etienne Vassin, Piñas, Anderson, Abenya, Haps, Klaas, Lonvik, Paul, Margaret, and Jubatana. And Cherie up top for Suriname. 2 minutes in. El Trebol. Suriname and El Trebol. No goals yet. Yep. Oh, well, that's a good point. That is a good point. But if it's an American group, though, Andre Blake in goal for Jamaica. The back four of Greg Lee, Pinnock, King, Lembixa, Hayden. No goals have happened so far. Cephas, Bobby Reed, Ian Fry, Damari Gray, and Shamar up top. Ian Fry's in the midfield. What have they done? Curacao, Eloy Room in goal. Floranis, Obispo, Van Ejma, Sambo, the back four, Bacunia, Comencia, Bacunia, Gore, Locadia, Hansen, the front three. Jamaica playing forward. U.S. is crushing Uruguay. No, that's not true. Bogert shut that down. Will there be a fracaso tonight for Panama? No, I just think Suriname wins. 4-1 for the U.S. I think both teams win, but Suriname does enough to win the group. Header, Curacao, ball in their defensive box. No goals so far. 0-0 in every game. 0-0. Of course, Canada hasn't started yet. We'll talk about that when it does. Maybe about 7:25. We'll talk about the 11s and then sing the anthem. And then Talasco Segovia might play for Venezuela. He might be on the starting 11. Well, we already have Jordi Mihailovic. Why would we? Costa Rica, Honduras. Okay, so Trinidad, Bermuda, they won't even talk about the starting 11s. Costa Rica, Navas, Keylor Navas in goal. The back four, Calvo, Vargas, Waston, Quiros. Makes sense. They won't talk about Trinidad. Doesn't matter. Alcacer, Murillo, Gallo, Madrigal, Zamora, Ugaldi, Menjivar for Honduras, Rosales, Vega, Santos, Nahar, Flores, Arriaga. Oh, look, Davy Flores. Arboleda, Kyoto, Alvarez. Palma up top. And then, of course, Haiti. Haiti's game, their starting 11. Oh, they're playing in Curacao. Ain't that something? Haiti, Placide. The back four of Lacroix, Delcroix, Ade, Arcus, Pierre Deedson, Luis Ston Deedson, Providence, Bellegarde, Casimir, and Pirot. Still no goals in any of these games. For Los Piñoleros, we have Lopez, we have Acevedo, Nino, Cano, Keanu, Arteaga, Reyes, Hernandez, Araz, and Barrera. Playing forward, ball crossed in, cleared away by Haiti. Oh, then it's cleared. Moreno up top. The only Trinidad, Bermuda, I guess, will either get talked about last or not at all. Aw, that's adorable. Aw. Aw. Y'all good. Y'all good. Tugging at my heartstrings, aren't you? Proud. Makes me happy to hear that. Now they're talking about Trinidad, Bermuda. No goals in any of these games. Trinidad, Marvin Philippe in goal. Powder, Henry, Jackie Payne. Yates, Rampersad, Gill, Molino, James, and Telford, their front three. 2-1 Jamaica, Curacao. Jamaica scores at the last second. Parat and goal for Bermuda. Jamaica scores the 85th minute to win the game 2-1. Cook, Tweete, Leverock, Martin, Tucker, Todd, Parfit, Williams, Russell, Lewis for Bermuda. The game doesn't matter anyway, so we missed a guy. Both teams in Trinidad, Bermuda are eliminated from FIFA World Cup qualifying. That game doesn't matter, but every other game has at least some meaning for one of the teams. Of course, Canada has not started yet. They start in about 25 minutes. Canada, Venezuela, 2-0 Canada. 2-0 Canada. Interested to see how Alfie Jones plays because Alfie Jones is starting for Canada. Costa Rica, Honduras, there's a foul on the play. Costa Rica. Citi Field's hosting a game. Costa Rica and Honduras. Costa Rica will qualify for the World Cup with a win, a Haiti draw and loss. Honduras will qualify for the FIFA World Cup with a winner draw, Haiti draw loss. And also the goal differential matters for Honduras. Free kick for Costa Rica. Has Canada won a game since the last Copa America? Yes, they have. They beat the U.S. twice. Draw Mexico, lost to Mexico. They beat Panama. They beat Suriname twice. They beat Romania. They beat Wales. They beat Honduras 6-1. Gold Cup. March. I'm drawing a blank on. Oh, wait. They did beat the USA one of the 2 times in March. Yeah. Haiti playing forward. Here's a chance. Shot, goal! Haiti scores the first goal of the night. And it is Lucius Don Dillon to score for Haiti 1-0. 1-0. Picks the ball up and slots it home. So we've won a good couple. 1-0 Haiti. 1-0. Lucius Don Dillon with the first goal of the night. Welcome to the CONCACAF zone. Man, I wish we had an Octobox. What a shot. Perfect play in Haiti. Haiti. Let's look at the tables. There we go. Let's look at the tables. Oh. We already had that. Okay, good. Haiti is now top of Group C with that goal as of now. Honduras needs to win. Goal differential would still put Honduras through. Honduras, Costa Rica. Costa Rica has the ball and they're playing forward. Are you surprised by the USA beating Uruguay? Yes, I am. Uruguay's playing with their best players available too. Ugarte, Betancourt, Ronald Araujo, Oliveira, Maxi Araujo, De Arrasqueta, and Nandez. Well, the USA is actually making a statement, yeah. Australia, Colombia is what Citi Field's hosting. Okay. Haiti is top of Group C as we speak. Playing forward. If Costa Rica scores, they need Haiti to lose. Honduras in second place. Will Honduras be a playoff team with that goal? As of now, no, they would not. No, they would not. Panama and Jamaica, as we speak, would be the playoff teams. We knew Jamaica would be. Panama would be the other playoff team. Nil-nil. Every other game, it's 0-0. Aside from Valverde and Darwin Nunez, who have injuries. This is Uruguay's best 11. I mean, you can't really negotiate injuries. They are what they are. So, Haiti is going to the World Cup as we speak. Trinidad, Tobago, and Bermuda. Let's see what's happened. Trinidad, they must have scored. They wouldn't be going to it if they didn't. Here comes Trinidad. That's cleared away. Free kick for Trinidad. They must have scored. Gretzky greeted the Canadian team. Wow, that's awesome. Yep, I'm happy about that. Some Canadian people are going to lose their minds that he did. The people who were mad at him for the 4 nations and all that. Free kick for Trinidad. Let's see if they scored. I'm sure they did, because why would they go to the game if they didn't? I guess it could have been just a free kick that won't get scored, but it's like the one game that doesn't matter. Somebody must have scored. Trinidad plays over the top. Header, and it's in! Trinidad scores at Hazley Crawford Stadium. It's 1-0 for Trinidad. 1-0, 1-0, and it's Kobe Henry. No. Nathaniel James. No, it is Henry. What? It is Henry. I thought, what? Kobe Henry. Yes, it is. It is Kobe Henry. 1-0, 1-0. I think Canada will beat Venezuela comfortably. I mean, yeah, they brought a weaker roster. Like, I'm kind of surprised they brought the roster they did. Guatemala, Suriname. Let's see what's happened. Guatemala has the ball. Ball crossed in. Header. Wide. Guatemala still has it. I said Kobe Henry. Guatemala still has the ball. Ball crossed in. Header. Saved. Saved. Saved by Etienne Vassin for a corner. So 2 goals tonight so far. 4-1 between USA and Uruguay. Canada's about to get going. Corner. World Cup 2026, June 11th of next year. We're so close. Ball crossed in by Guatemala. Header down, cleared. Header on, cleared. Suriname loses the ball. But that'll get cleared once again. Here's Suriname on the break. Here comes Suriname. Suriname on the break. Still Suriname. Still Suriname. Shot, save. And that's a corner for them. Venezuela, Canada being played at Inter Miami Stadium. Yes, it already is. It already is. I think CONCACAF's growing very well, especially in the Caribbean. I mean, look at this. I mean, I know because Canada, USA, and Mexico are in automatically, it helps all these teams be in the final round. But, I mean, it's been very even. It hasn't been like, oh, Panama, Jamaica, and Honduras run away with it. I mean, 5 games matter right now out of 6. So, Guatemala, Suriname. Starting 11 for Venezuela, we have Contreras, the back four, Milani, Quintero, Ferrarisi, Cova, Christian Cáceres Jr., Pereira, Mendoza, Talasco, Segovia, Echenique, and Kevin Kelsey. Kevin Kelsey is starting for Venezuela, by the way. I know Rory loves that. Echenique from the FC Cincinnati, Talasco, Segovia playing at his own home stadium club-wise. Canada, Maxime Crepeau, ball crossed in. Header, cleared away. Larea, Cornelius, Alfie Jones, Segor, Nelson, Stephen Eustachio, Ishmael Kone, Tejon Buchanan, Tenny Oluwaseyi, and Jonathan David. They're starting 11 for Canada. 1-0 Panama. 1-0 Panama. I'm sure they'll pop up and show it. Suriname. Romania, Wales, Canada won. Australia was a loss. Headed away. Exactly. Costa Rica, Honduras is going to be enjoyable. Haiti 1-0. Yep, we already talked about that. Here we go. Panama, El Salvador. Here's the goal. Playing over the top. Caught. And it's thrown forward by Panama. Their goalkeeper. And here's the goal. I'm watching the damn whip around goal show. Come on, give it some time. Here comes Panama. We'll qualify for the World Cup with a win and Suriname draw or loss. Ball crossed in, shot. Cleared away to the top of the box, and there's the shot. Blocked away, another shot. Top of the box, top bins, and a goal for Panama. And it is Escobar. No. 1-0 for Panama. Their number 2 scores. I hope Canada wins. Me too. 1-0, 1-0 for Panama. It is Cesar Blackman scoring the goal. 1-0 in Panama. So there it is. So 3 games have scores, 3 games are tied. Right now, that means Panama would win the group. Panama would win the group with that goal if Suriname cannot win their game. Cesar Blackman with a goal. Who has more possession in the Jamaica game? Let me go and click that. Right now, it is Jamaica with 63% or 57%, 43% for Curacao. So Jamaica. Guatemala, Suriname. Suriname playing forward. Here's a chance. Ball crossed in. Shot! Blocked away. Suriname with a shot that got blocked away. That's out for a throw. They might have just had an answer right there, but no. Guatemala saves that from being a goal. And it's a throw-in for Guatemala. 20 minutes of the other two games, or all the other games, 3 draws, 3 0-0 draws. Will qualify for the FIFA World Cup with a winner draw or a Panama draw loss, or even a goal differential that is better. Suriname would still have the better goal differential if they were to score and win. So, as of now, Suriname would have a +3 goal differential lead if they were to score and win 1-0, depending on what Panama does else. Guatemala wants to play spoiler. Well, right now it looks like they are. Suriname looks like the better team, but Guatemala definitely has moments of playing spoiler, especially it's at their own stadium, so that definitely helps things for Guatemala. Still 0-0, Jamaica, Curacao. Still 0-0, Costa Rica, Honduras. 0-0, 0-0. Panama leads. Trinidad leads. Not that that matters. Haiti leads. Haiti is going to the World Cup as we speak. Panama is going to the World Cup as we speak. Curacao is going to the World Cup as we speak. Guatemala and Jamaica are the playoff teams as we speak. Here comes Suriname. Or Suriname and Jamaica. Here's Jamaica, Curacao. See if something happened here. Offside. Spain is qualified for the World Cup today. Goal kick for Jamaica. That Spain jersey really reminds me of freaking Real Salt Lake's jersey. It's not even funny. Doesn't that Spain jersey look like a Real Salt Lake jersey to you? Scotland. Oh, here's the highlights to Scotland. Here we are. Oh my, what a goal. Oh, that was a bicycle kick. How awesome. Lovely. Over the top, and there's a chip, and that was the final goal for Scotland. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. If Mexico loses to Paraguay, does that mean USA is better than Mexico? I mean, on paper, yeah. I don't think paper really matters. European playoff teams: Slovakia, Denmark, Poland, Wales, Northern Ireland, Ukraine, Bosnia, North Macedonia, Kosovo, Turkey, Romania, Albania, Sweden, Republic of Ireland, Italy, and Czechia. Well, with the way that these games are going to play out, the Intercontinental playoff and UEFA playoff, maybe I'll be able to do the Italy games next March while doing the CONCACAF playoff or the World Cup Intercontinental playoff. And then hopefully Canada doesn't play the same nights as those. Panama, El Salvador. Free kick for Panama. Teams are walking out. We're getting ready to go. Okay, let's not get too hasty. Let's not get too hasty. Yes. Yes. I think they should. Hell, I think the Copa America should be... I think the Copa America should be combined. Played over the top. Header away. Panama with a chip. And that's going to go over the bar. Frankly, I think the Copa America did so well back in 24. And even the Centenario. I think every year or every time there's a Copa, even if it is in South America, there should be 6 CONCACAF teams there. There should be. I believe that even if it is in South America, there should be 6 CONCACAF teams to fill out the field. So, not just Nations League, but even Copa America. mean, you still have the Gold Cup in the odd years after the World Cup and the year before, or the year after the Copa. Yeah, but playing forward. Honduras shot wide. Kyle Aaron isn't here to play. Good. Yep. Well, we haven't seen Canada start yet. Oh, they played the anthems and didn't even show them on TV. Assholes. And we're off. Canada kicks off. We're underway in the friendly. I couldn't even sing the anthem tonight, but it wasn't my fault. Okay. Playing forward. Throw in for Canada. My review's only the Canada game tonight. Because tomorrow we're going to do the CONCACAF World Cup qualifying match round, or the round 3 recap. Eustachio plays over the top and I'll be saved. Canada played Venezuela back at the Copa America and had a 1-1 draw, and then Canada won on penalties to move on to the semifinals. Red card for Uruguay. I mean, they were already losing big, so how much worse? Bentancur got the red card. Panama, Curacao, and Haiti are going to the World Cup as we speak. Suriname and Jamaica to the playoff as we speak. 25 minutes through the first half of these games. Haiti. Haiti up 1-0. Trinidad leads Bermuda, but that doesn't matter. That's for pride. Venezuela wearing their maroon, their vino tinto. Canada wearing their white with red pinstripes. Could be the last time they wear that jersey, too. I'm sure we'll get our World Cup jerseys by March. Next time you see Canada play, I'm sure they'll be playing in their World Cup jerseys. I'm sure. Unless we play like a December, January camp. The Adidas teams are already in their World Cup jerseys. At least some of them. I mean, Spain was playing in them. Scotland was. Italy. I'm not sure. Bad to worse for Uruguay. 3 minutes in, 0-0, settle. Venezuela, Canada. Was a tackle. So now we're back to the... Now we should have an octo box. If we were able to show these games, we would have an octo box right now. One with my face in it. Venezuela, of course, did not make the World Cup. They missed out on the playoff. Panama, El Salvador. Panama has the ball. Segura out for a corner. Or a goal kick for... It actually is a goal kick for Crepeau. Playing forward for Panama. Have the ball. Oh, walks the line like Johnny Cash. Here's a shot. Shot and blocked by the defender for El Salvador, Larrea. That was a pretty good block. El Salvador has the ball and clears it. To their goalie, to the Panamanian goalie. Buchanan. 71% possession for Panama. Shot saved. Headed away by El Salvador. Still 0-0 between Guatemala, Suriname. 0-0 between Jamaica, Curacao. 0-0 between Honduras, Costa Rica. That's over the bar, out for a corner for Panama. 0-0, 0-0, Venezuela, Canada. Larrea drops it back. Where's Jesse Marsh's favorite guy on the bench? Yeah. Is Laren even on the squad? Hold on. Laren's not even on the squad, but Dane St. Clair is on the bench. They got a guy named Owen Goodman as the third keeper. Throw-in, Segor. Oluwaseyi brings it down, and that gets rounded around by Venezuela. Canada, Cornelius. Panama, good block by El Salvador. Playing forward. Jaden Nelson. "30 minutes in these matches." Actually, it's 28-41 for Panama. From 28 to 30 minutes in those matches, 6 minutes here. Guatemala, Suriname. Throw in for Guatemala. This could be bad. Out for a throw-in for Canada. Guatemala has a chance. Tackled. Top of the box. It'll be cleared for Suriname. Brought down and second ball. Won by Suriname, and that was a horrible header too. But Suriname can run forward. Foul. Free kick for Guatemala. Throw in for Segor for Canada. Canada has it. Throw in for Canada again. Free kick for Guatemala. Right now, Curaçao's going to the World Cup. Segor. How the heck is Haiti top of the table? They've been very consistent. Here's a chance, and Jaden Nelson is not there to pick it up. He made the perfect run, but throw in for Venezuela. Didn't do much else. W Haiti. Hey, they're doing well. What can I say? Throw in for Venezuela. Buchanan. Shot, save. Free kick for Guatemala against Suriname. If Suriname qualifies for the World Cup today, it'll be their first time ever in the World Cup. Yep. Haiti. Here's a shot wide. I'm sure the same. Is it the same for Haiti? World Cup would be a boost. Jamaica, of course, has been there before. Curaçao be their first time as well. Haiti. We could possibly have a first-time World Cup team as the group winner of every group. Possibly. Of course, Panama's been there before. Costa Rica's been there before. Honduras has been there before. Duckins Nazon is coming on for Haiti. Haiti is not. Jamaica has. Curaçao is not. Suriname is not. I think Haiti hasn't. Haiti. Francie Pito, 2 goals in 10 World Cup qualifiers. Maybe they have once out of nowhere, but I don't think they have. I know the women have went to the World Cup. I know the Haiti women have been at the World Cup twice, I think. They got close in 19, if not there. And then, of course, they were there in 23. On the women's side, they made it. Haiti's been at the World Cup in 74. Okay. Was that one Mexico hosted? Was that one that Mexico hosted? Haiti's been there before. I was like, maybe once. I'm like, I wasn't even a freaking idea in my dad's brain then. Let me be. That's why I said maybe. It's like, oh, maybe it did happen. Maybe I've read that it happened. And then I just don't remember because I wasn't even an idea in my dad's brain and a sperm in my dad's balls. Way before my time. Way before my time. Hell, I won't even go there. That was the 90s. Even if I missed that with like the 90s, it would be like, okay, that's a mess up, man. But 70s though? Mid 70s? Let me be. Reading that something happened and not even really seeing the highlights of it is different. It's like the Leafs. Haiti defeated Trinidad to go to the World Cup. Okay. Trinidad's, of course, been to the World Cup before in 2006. That's going to go out for a goal kick. Jamaica, Cuba, and Haiti. Okay. So, no, we won't. In Group C, we will not have a first-time World Cup team. Haiti would be the team who's been there. How do I put it? Haiti would be, if they win the group, they would be the team who hasn't been there in the longest time. Because Costa Rica, of course, has been there the last couple of times, and Honduras was there in 2014. Jamaica, Curacao. Jamaica hasn't been since 98. Suriname's never been. Panama has not been since 2018. Playing forward. It was a freaking face-off segment. Like, why are people making this out to be so much more? Like, yeah, Cam Scataboo broke his ankle. Dude's a nut job, but it was just a face-off. It was just a face-off segment. What does it matter? If I was the manager of any of these teams, I'd be like, you are inches away from making a World Cup. If you do what you're supposed to do, if you were the better team on the night, you were going to go to a World Cup and not have to worry about a playoff. And I'd rather just be there than have to worry about a playoff. But either way, that's all I'd really have to say is, like, you know what this is about. You know what this is for. Get it going. Pretty simple. 13th minute. That's out for a corner for Jamaica. Jamaica needs to win to go to the World Cup automatically. Right now, Curacao would be going to the World Cup automatically, and Jamaica will be playing the playoff. Which, if you want more than 6 CONCACAF teams in the World Cup, maybe Jamaica making the playoff is not a bad thing. Venezuela with the ball. Good tackle. Larea does not track the ball well, though. Ball crossed out. That's out for a corner for Venezuela 14 minutes in. As they should. As they should. You ain't getting a complaint from me. Jamaica and Curacao are the only 2 teams with 3 wins in the final round of qualifying. Here's a corner for Jamaica. Header blocked away. Headed down. Cleared away. 14th minute, ball crossed in for Venezuela. Header. Oh. Top of the box. Crossed. Header. Saved. Saved by Crepeau. Nil-nil. between Costa Rica, Honduras, 5-1 the U.S. They're going to win the World Cup. Come on. Again, let's not be too hasty. What are we? Like, dude, we were freaking hammering the freaking U.S.'s freaking tombstone. What, 3 months ago? We were chiseling the U.S.'s tombstone like 4 months ago. And now we're like, oh, they're beating Uruguay 5-1. They're going to win the World Cup. Maybe they'll do better than we expected, but I don't think one win against Uruguay, even though it's one of Uruguay's better squads, doesn't really say too much. I would caution that being the thought. But either way, 0-0, settle. 4 games that are 0-0 right now, 3 that are 1-0. Panama, El Salvador, Haiti, and Trinidad, Bermuda are 1-0 right now. Guatemala, Suriname, Jamaica, Curacao, Costa Rica, Honduras, and Venezuela, Canada are 0-0 right now. They have managed to turn things around. Not as drastically. Yeah, they've turned things around a little bit. Drastically as you think? No. What's going on with the USMNT? They've turned things around. Maybe they're starting to figure things out under Pochettino. Maybe Pochettino's found his best group. Here comes El Salvador. El Salvador against the run of play. Here's a chance. And wide. And that's going to go out for a goal kick for Venezuela. Very even game so far. I'd say Canada's slightly the better team, but nobody's there. Dude, that is just sad. It feels like okay, there's people on one side of the stadium. It feels like nobody's at the Canada game. Damn, that's sad. If I would have known how easy it would have been to be in Miami right now for a Canada game. Shit. I would have bought, if I would have known, if I had cheap, if I would have known how easy it was, if I could buy cheap train tickets, get down there, buy 2 cheap match tickets, and get like a freaking Holiday Inn Express room. Shit. Now I would have bought 2 cheap tickets, got an okay hotel room and some cheap train tickets, and got down there and seen the game in Miami and invited a certain somebody there. I didn't realize how empty that game would be. Damn. Playing forward. Shit, now. Man, those tickets would have been freaking cheap. Ball crossed in. Man, those tickets would have been cheap. 43rd minute. $2,000. USA play like this, a quarterfinal seems not out of reach. I would say, yeah, quarterfinal or semi. Winning it's kind of, that's a little hasty. 19th minute, unless Trump rigs it. Okay, no, I did forget about that being a possibility. Trump might rig the World Cup. Donald Trump might rig the World Cup. Yeah, I forgot about that being a possibility. Well, if he's still in power by then. I don't think J.D. Vance gives a shit like that. I don't think J.D. also has the relationship with Gianni to freaking rig the World Cup either, like Trump does. If Trump's still somehow in power for the World Cup, he might rig it. Yeah, you have a point. He might. Wouldn't put it past him to try. Because it would be a very good distraction. And we know Trump loves distractions. Wouldn't be the most damaging one he's done. That one be getting Charlie Kirk killed. What, you really believe? That was an inside job. I'm sorry. Charlie Kirk got off by his own people. And I don't mean some random crazy right-wing guy. I mean the government. The bigwigs got him offed. But either way. As a distraction. Dude, if 30-06 was what shot him, his neck would have blown up. It wasn't a 30-06. That's all I'm saying. It was a different... It wasn't that kid that they said it was. Because if he got shot by a 30-06, his head would have blown straight off his head. His head would have exploded. Like... There would have been no prayers for that man if there was a 30-06. You would have known, well, who am I kidding? I think people knew Charlie was dead when he died. But, like, if it was a 30-06, you would have known he was dead. There was no, like, oh, I hope they could fix him at the hospital. No, you would have known. More than you already did if it was a 30-06. But that's enough about that. That's enough about that. And there's a goal for Haiti. Providence scores in stoppage time. It's 2-0. I'm sure he did say that. I don't remember if he actually did or not, but I'm sure he would have. He was in office when that happened. I don't remember. Did he actually say that? I could believe it, though. Playing forward. I could believe it. Haiti has scored a second goal. It's 2-0 from Providence. Top of the group, Haiti. Costa Rica, Honduras is still a draw. And Honduras might miss the playoff. If they hold a draw, they will miss the playoff. Canada playing forward, 23rd minute. Ball crossed in, blocked away. Here's a chance. Canada, shot, goal! And Canada takes the lead. And it's a goal from Ishmael Kone. Ishmael Kone puts away the shot, and it's 0-1, 0-1. Honestly, Canada deserved that. Yeah. You've been waiting for it. That is 1-0 for Canada. Ishmael Kone. Ball crossed in. Blocked back by a Venezuelan defender, and Kone puts it over the keeper. He had no chance to save it. It's 0-1. There we go. Perfect. 0-1. 23rd minute for Kone. He did score the winning penalty against Venezuela over a year ago. 0-1, 0-1. Panama has a penalty to make it 2-0 at the end of stoppage time. Halftime, Jamaica Curacao, 0-0. Guatemala Surinam's at halftime, or 45 plus 1. Here's the shot, and it's a goal for Panama. It's 2-0. Panama makes it 2 with the penalty. 2-0 for Panama. Eric Davis. Keeper went the wrong way. 2-0, 2-0. They should be at halftime soon. 45+4 for Davis. Halftime for Guatemala Suriname is 0-0. Halftime for Trinidad Bermuda is 1-0. Costa Rica Honduras 0-0. Haiti 2-0 at halftime for them, and Panama will be 2-0 at their half. Larrea's awesome. He is. I don't know why people think he's washed. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Oso is, but I don't understand why people are like, oh, Larrea's washed. Panama's a goal away from tying up Suriname on goal differential. That might matter. If Suriname scores a winner, they'll have another +2 goal differential, and they'll have the top of the group. But if Suriname wins, but North America is becoming better than South America at football. Yeah, I would say that. I mean, Venezuela is. They've got their problems. Halftime, 2-0 for Panama right after the penalty. And we have halftime of every CONCACAF game. Of course, Canada's still playing 25 minutes. Once there's a stoppage of play, I might go. If there's a big stoppage of play, I might take a break there before halftime of the Canada game. But Canada's the better team right now. So halftime, all the CONCACAF games. As of now, let's look at halftime. Jonathan David has the ball. Saved. Group A, we have Panama first place, 12 points, +4 goal differential. Suriname second place, 10 points, +5 goal differential. If they take the win, they would be above or equal to Panama on points with the goal differential plus for Suriname. They need to win. Guatemala third, but they're trying to play spoiler. El Salvador losing bad, 3 points, fourth place. Group B, Curacao drawing Jamaica. Curacao top of the group, 12 points, +10 goal differential. Jamaica would have to win the group. Jamaica, 11 points. Trinidad, 9 points, third place. Bermuda, 0 points, fourth place. USA make the statement. So Curacao going to the World Cup. So as of now, well, we'll go after that after we're done. Haiti, top of Group C, 11 points. Honduras, second place, 9 points. Goal differential equal for Haiti and Honduras right now. Costa Rica, third place, 7 points. Los Piñoleros, fourth place, 4 points. As of now, going to the World Cup automatically, Panama, Curacao, and Haiti. Playoff teams, Jamaica and Suriname. 1-0 Canada, but they're still playing. Throw in. Playing forward. I think Canada's the better team right now, frankly. Let's look. Venezuela has more possession, but Canada more shots on target. Everything else is Canada but the possession. But possession sometimes could be meaningless, and with how close it is, it's kind of too close to call. You take it as it is, frankly. 5-1 USA over Uruguay. Well, USA did make a statement. Foul on the play. Venezuela player down. We will take a short break right now. I think that makes a good sense. Sit tight. We're back. 0-1. Canada scored again. Canada scored a goal. Well, they've already done that. That was the 16th or 23rd minute. 0-1. They've had scored a goal. 5-13. We're back, but 5 for 13 is the sub. Canada. Cornelius is off. Joel Waterman's on. So we must have an injured player as well. We took a break during the halftime of the CONCACAF games thanks to that injury break. Seems I didn't miss much, but Canada looks like the better team against Venezuela right now. Cornelius off for Waterman. This will be Waterman's last competitive match of the year because he plays for the Chicago Fire now. Better in Montreal. So we still have about an hour and change left of the 3 hours of CONCACAF zone football to go. We'll review the Canada game when it's over. We'll do tomorrow the CONCACAF World Cup qualifying round 3 recap. I might record that later tonight after I upload the video for tonight. I might. We'll think about it. I'll think about it. We'll see what I do. I might record the video just to upload it tomorrow and make things easier. Wide. That's going to be a goal kick for Crepeau. But tonight is just a Canada review because, well, if I review Matchday 6 of the CONCACAF World Cup qualifying, and the sub for Venezuela, David Martinez, is on for Echenique, who also plays for Cincinnati. So, a single review because the only 90-minute game I'm reviewing is the Canada game, and then we talk about the Canada game, or the CONCACAF World Cup qualifying round 3 tomorrow. Playing forward. Canada, that's a foul. Five, 1. Five, 1 for USA. I'm seriously worried TFC will keep Robin Fraser. I think we all are. We know what the answer is. We all know what the answer truly is if you want to win. We all know. It's up to the powers that be to make that call. It's up to the powers that be to make that call. Here's a chance for Canada. Shot wide. Waiting for the second half of the CONCACAF games. All right. 45 more minutes and we'll know who's going to the World Cup through CONCACAF and the playoff. And who's shit out of luck? Well, the teams who weren't already shit out of luck that are shit out of luck, I should say. Trinidad, Bermuda, we knew. Washington Spirit versus Gotham is the NWSL Championship final. I guess they're playing San Francisco. Bay FC, is that San Francisco or San Jose? Either way. Playing forward, that's going to go back to the Venezuelan keeper. Inter versus AC Milan on the weekend. Oh, that's going to be crazy. I mean, the USMNT, I'm kind of shocked. I'm not going to lie. That was a good Uruguay side, one of their better teams. That was shocking. It was shocking, but the USA were dominant. From what I'm hearing, I've been watching the Canada game and the CONCACAF matches, but World Cup qualifying. But from what I'm hearing, the USA was dominant. And you know what? You win a game 5-1, you deserve to win that game. I think that's where you could stand with that. I don't think there's a team where if you win a game 5-1, dude, I want to see Jamaica go to the World Cup. They ain't getting out of the group. Are they playing better than they were about 3 months ago? Shot over the bar. This summer, I should say, yes. Do I think they're good enough with Steve McLaren to get out of the group, even if they brought in he who must not be named to play on their team? No. No. And it's funny because Mr. Forrest, and it's funny because Mr. Forrest wouldn't even change that much. Like, he wouldn't even be that much of a game changer for Jamaica at the World Cup to even really risk bringing him to the team. You know? I get he can play for Jamaica, but should you? Just because you can doesn't mean you should. I don't know. Kevin Molino last game. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. I don't see, like, Jamaica might fight. Do I see them getting out of the group? No. Oh, yeah, there are best third place teams, though. But do I even see them getting third? Maybe an easy group. I think Canada's going to do well at the Gold Cup. Yeah, Molino's retiring from international football. Sad to see. I wish he could have made the World Cup, but he probably would have drug it out if he could have made the World Cup, but he didn't. And now Kevin Molino's just going to play for Defense Force. But he might be at the CONCACAF Champions Cup next year. Well, who are we kidding? He won't be. Playing forward. Wouldn't it be funny if Defense Force still beats Sabao over 2 legs? Here's a shot over the bar. What the hell? 5 minutes left in the first half of the Canada game, and Kone puts it way over the bar. Curacao leads Group B right now. It would be kind of hilarious if Defense Force beats Sabao over 2 legs, third place matchup, and Defense Force played CONCACAF next year. Champions Cup with Kevin Molino. It'd be funny. I don't think they're beating Sabao good enough in one game to win over 2 legs. And you could say, but they already beat them once. That was a heavily rotated Sabao. They're not making that same mistake again. They play the games for a reason, but they're not making that mistake again. They've already played them once. They beat them with a big rotated team, Suriname and Jamaica. And the second half has begun for Guatemala, Suriname. Corner for Guatemala. And the second halves have begun. Header. 47 minutes for Panama, El Salvador. 48 for Guatemala, Suriname. Jamaica, Curacao, Trinidad, Costa Rica, 47. Haiti, 46. Cross in for Guatemala. There's a header, and it's a goal. Guatemala lead at El Trebol. 1-0. 1-0 for Guatemala. Darwin Lom scores for Guatemala. 1-0. Panama. It may not be meant to be for Suriname. They were so close. I think they led Group B through both windows, and now, hell, they led to start the day. Horrible defensive play for Suriname. Horrible goalieing. Oh, no. Now Suriname got to score too. And right now, as of now, Suriname might not even make the playoff. They have a better goal differential than Honduras. That's the only thing saving them as of now, but Honduras would have to draw to keep Suriname in the playoff. Unless Suriname could score 1 goal. Panama, El Salvador. 2-0. And, well, if they win 2-0, then that would be enough on goal differential to put Suriname up by 2. Either way, Suriname might have they might even be out of the playoff now if Honduras finds a way to score. That's not good. Nelson, that shouldn't be a foul against Canada. 2 minutes left of first half for Canada, then stoppage time. El Salvador, Suriname is in trouble. Panama is going to the World Cup as we speak. Suriname might just be out of the playoff if Honduras win their game. If Honduras win their game, they will be out of the playoff. If there is a draw between Honduras and Costa Rica, the draw would put Suriname in the playoff. But Honduras might just get some help. Honduras would be top of the group if they win. But Haiti would have 11 points, and then Haiti would go to the playoff. So Suriname is walking a tightrope now. They were with a draw as well, but with the way Honduras is being stymied by Costa Rica, they weren't exactly totally walking a tightrope. Saved with a draw. But Suriname has 40 minutes to get at least 1 goal. Panama has the ball. Jamaica, Curacao still tied. The winner of that will go to the World Cup. If there's a draw, Curacao goes to the World Cup. Jamaica to the playoff. And it's 2 minutes of stoppage time for Venezuela. Canada 0-1. 0-1. Canada's been the better team. Free kick for Venezuela. Guatemala has a 1-0 lead over Suriname. That could easily ruin their World Cup aspirations, even playoffs. Costa Rica, Honduras. Playing forward. Costa Rica would still have a less goal differential, but they'd have 9 points. Honduras would be down to 8 if Costa Rica were to score. All Guatemala could do is get 8 points, so they would be second or third, no matter what. 1 minute left to go in the Canada game. Goal kick for Crepeau. Header. Brought down, shot blocked away. Alfie Jones. And that's halftime. 0-1, 0-1, Venezuela contra Canada. Medio tiempo, 0-1, Canada líder. 0-1 for Venezuela losing to Canada. Venezuela is losing to Canada. 0-1 for Canada. Canada looks like the better team so far at Miami Stadium. Throw in for Pinnock. Header, Jamaica off the post. Off the post for Jamaica. Oh no. That is not something you wanted to see. Wow. What a throw that leads to a header, but off the post. Jamaica were so close to taking the lead there. Jamaica, the better team on possession and on shots, equal on shots on goal, and that is going to ruin momentum there. Top of the box, Curacao gets it stolen, Jamaica. Ball cross in. Vargas coming on for Costa Rica. Guatemala, Suriname. Suriname needs to answer and get a goal against Guatemala. Here comes Guatemala against the run of play. Shot, goal! Guatemala makes it 2. Escobar doubles the lead for Guatemala. And Suriname were so close to a World Cup playoff, and now they might not even get that. Edgar Escobar, the CF Montreal man, scores for Guatemala. And that definitely ruins what Suriname was praying for. Was it too good to be true? Third place, tied on goal differential with Honduras. Costa Rica will be tied with them on goal differential if Costa Rica were to win. Honduras or Suriname, it's going to be decided on goal differential and goals scored. Who would go to the playoff spot? If that holds, Suriname might be in trouble right now. Very much in trouble. Edgar Escobar might have just put Suriname down. Wow. 2-0 Guatemala. Oh yes, that's half of the Canada game. Thank you. I was like, wait, I was forgetting some. I was like, I'm forgetting some. Here we go. That's half of the Canada game. I was like, there's no way it's starting again. 62% possession, 38% possession, 2 shots to 5, 1 shot on goal to 2. We have 242 accurate passes, 87%, 128, 79%, 6 fouls to 9, 1 corner to 2, 2 shots to 5. There's 1 shot on goal to 2, 278 pass to 162, 87% pass accuracy to 79, 8 throws to 7, 2 touches opposition box to 12, 1 offside to 1, 0 yellows to 1, 0 red cards to 0, 0-1 at the half, 0-1 middle tiempo. And for me, I think Canada's the better team. I think a lot of them drawing the game or winning the game or the possession being so out of their possession is the fact that Canada or Venezuela is chasing the game, in my opinion. Let's do old beta. The new dog is a Shepherd Corgi mix, 13 years old and friendly. Aww. That's good-hearted. Adopting a senior dog, not just an older dog. That tugs at my heartstrings. Hopefully, I don't know. Whether it's a he or she, hopefully the dog lives a good amount of years with your friend, even though it's already old. Hopefully, your friend has a good amount of years with them and they get the love that they haven't gotten throughout their life till this point. That really tugs on the heartstrings. And that's a goal for Bermuda. They've tied the game. Tucker in the 60th minute ties for Bermuda 1-1. Tucker. Pause. Hmm. '61st minute. Here's a shot, and that's wide for Guatemala. Bermuda might get their first point on the final day. Please, Mexico, don't ruin it. You have one job. Frankly, I will say I could not. You could just say he was 100% Swiss Shepherd. I'd be like, yeah, sounds right. I wouldn't have been able to tell. You definitely can't see the husky in him for sure. You definitely can't. From what I've seen, you can't. Jamaica Curacao 0-0, Panama 2-0. I mean, there are some. In general, I mean, because I think LA Knight's getting buried. Panama 2-0. I think LA Knight's getting buried by Triple H for the freaking sign incident, but that's just me. Well, Jacob Fatu has charisma. Come on. Solo Sikoa does have charisma. He's a troll, but he has charisma. Roman does. Jimmy actually does. Rock, of course, but Suriname needs to start scoring just to protect their playoff spot. Here comes Suriname. Top of the box. Ball crossed in. Cleared away. 3-0 Guatemala. Here's a shot. And there's the third goal for Guatemala. Oscar Santis. 3-0. Where was this Guatemala for the rest of the window? Really, where are they? Because Suriname's bottling it all. Forget the World Cup. They went from going to the World Cup to the start of the night to now not even going to the playoff. Oscar Santis has probably just put Guatemala or Suriname completely away. Man, Suriname is absolutely collapsing. They're absolutely just collapsing. Sad, really. I think I might record both videos, the one for tonight and tomorrow. I'll record the video for tonight and upload it, the Canada review. Then after I do that, I'll change into my Jamaica green goalie jersey. Well, at least they'd be going to the wild or the playoff. We'll see what happens after that, but you know what I mean. And then record the CONCACAF recap and then just upload it tomorrow and make it easy on myself. All I have to do is upload it and be down here for like whenever things. Either way. Halftime of the Canada game. We're waiting for the second half to start very soon. Oh, now they want to win. Exactly. Exactly. Now Guatemala wants to win. They couldn't do it at all. Really, what I expected. Until today. FIFA World Cup next June on Fox. The Fox channels. Nil-nil between Costa Rica and Honduras. That is true. Yeah. Like, Jacob Fatu, I'm surprised. Here's a shot. Trinidad takes the lead. James with a goal. It's 2-1. 2-1. Trinidad takes the lead back. 0-0, 68th minute. Jamaica Curacao. Free kick over the top for Jamaica. Header. And it's cleared away. Jamaica needs to win to go to the World Cup. 68th minute. I did say it'd be tight. Goal kick for Curacao. Philadelphia Union versus NYCFC on Sunday for the MLS Cup playoffs. No Alonso Martinez. That's going to make it tough for NYCFC. We're back to MLS games on the weekend, by the way. Haiti going to the World Cup as we speak. Here comes the second half of this game. Curacao going as we speak. And Panama now going to the World Cup as we speak. So the fourth best team in CONCACAF avoids a disaster it's been looking like an absolute disaster over the World Cup qualifiers for the fourth best team in CONCACAF, being Panama. Right now, it looks like they'll avoid disaster thanks to Guatemala just finally wanting to win. And we're off. Yep, new goalie for Venezuela. Jamaica playing over the top. Second half of the Canada game started. Contreras is off for Farinez. FIFA World Cup draws December 5th on Paramount Plus. How? If the World Cup's on Fox? Ball crossed in. Wide. I mean, here's the thing. I mean, I'm happy to see Zach Ryder back. Matt Cardona on Friday night. I really wanted Joe Hendry over Dolph. I wanted Joe Hendry over Dolph. You know? Like, I was really hoping. I mean, Joe Hendry is a full-time contract now with WWE. I was hoping that Joe Hendry was going to be the one to face John Cena in John Cena's final match. I was really hoping there'd be a Joe Hendry, John Cena moment. I don't think there's anybody on SmackDown. On the two SmackDown matches, I don't think there's any mystery opponent. I don't think so, at least. Because there's two more matches on SmackDown, right? I think we know who both those matches are. Like, there's no mystery opponent, right? I think we knew who all four of them are on SmackDown, right? Monday, SmackDown, Friday, Monday, SmackDown. Yeah, there's still two matches on SmackDown, right? And we know who they all are. Like, there's no... I just want to see Joe Hendry in the damn tournament. It's going to be Gunther at this point, isn't it? I hate that. Ball crossed in. Off the post. Like, I want Joe Hendry to face Cena in the final match and Joe Hendry to win the IC title. That's a perfect start to Joe Hendry on the main roster. But no, it's going to be Gunther. Like, I'm glad Gunther got his old theme music back. Cool. Well, no, they did feed Zack Ryder to LA Knight, which is kind of hilarious because if you really want to go there, LA Knight is what Zack Ryder was 5 years ago. You know? Like, LA Knight's getting treated like Zack Ryder used to get treated. And I always liked Zack Ryder. Frankly, well, we don't have the technology to reanimate a dead body. Besides, Randy Savage has been dead so long, his bones have probably completely decomposed. Unless you want John Cena to wrestle a hologram. Curacao scored. Playing over the top. Curacao steals. Well, I did say 2-1 Jamaica. Curacao plays the ball forward. Here they go. Here's a chance. Shot. Goal. Curacao take the lead. They already were going to the World Cup. They're offside. They were offside. Curacao were offside. Offside. Goal disallowed. 0-1, 0-1, Venezuela, Canada. Goal offside for Curacao. Yeah, he gets offside as the ball gets played. That was the Prem. That might be a goal, but not saying the VAR and Prem sucks, but they at least have lines. (2-1) for Trinidad over Bermuda. 0-0 between Costa Rica, Honduras. Corner for, or free kick for Canada. Eustachio to play it over the top. Here's a chance. Brought down. Kone's offside. Over the top. And Curacao could clear the ball. That's out for a corner kick. No, goal kick. Goal kick for Curacao. John Russell ain't happy with a call. Haiti. Haiti steals the ball. Advantage played. Venezuela on the ball. Free kick the other way. Haiti leads 2-0, and they're going to the World Cup as we speak. Minutes are ticking away. 0 points in the group stage for Haiti at the World Cup in 1971. 71. Yeah, I certainly won't remember shit about 71, besides what I've read. Panama to the World Cup. Guatemala. Suriname won't even make the playoff now with that third goal against. How we doing, William? Canada, it's 0-1, 52 minutes. Panama, El Salvador, 2-0, 74 minutes. Guatemala, Suriname, 3-0, 75 minute. Jamaica, Curacao, 0-0, 75 minute. Trinidad, Bermuda, 2-1, 75 minute. Costa Rica, Honduras, 0-0, 75 minute. Haiti, 2-0, 74 minute. They got a free kick. So, I did say 2-1 Jamaica. 1-0 would do pretty much the same thing. Header. Well, it would do the same thing. Forget pretty much. It would do the same thing. Tackled. Yellow card. Free kick for Canada once again. 53rd minute at a damn near empty Inter Miami Stadium. Header. Oluwaseyi misses the header. Goal kick. Throw in for Canada, I should say. Uruguayans are crying. Well, frankly, understandable. They got their ass kicked. Haiti with a free kick. I would agree. Mexico is bring on promise. I don't understand why Jesse doesn't want to bring him on. Header. It's out for a corner for Canada. 54 minutes. Free kick for Haiti. Shot saved by the goalie. Costa Rica, Honduras. Corner. Why is Suriname out of the playoffs by goal difference? Yeah, they are now. They only have a +2 goal difference to Honduras' 3. So, I can't. I'd have to dig into the goals scored. If Suriname were to score another goal, but right now, they might still be out on that tiebreaker if it's 3-3. If it's 3+3+3, I think even on goals scored, I'm not sure. I'd have to check. November 20th is the FIFA playoff tournament draw, which is 2 days from now. FIFA playoff tournament from March 23 to 31, which there are 2 playing for. Two teams will be seeded into the final. There will be 2 semifinals of the playoff tournament to play into that final. Suriname, come on. And Larea gets pushed down, and he just falls down like a freaking sack of potatoes. And there's a red card. Red card for Venezuela? Or is it Richie? Or is Richie the one who's off? Venezuela still holds the possession. I mean, Richie got fouled. He stood over him. And then Richie got slapped. He should not be the one being sent off. No, Richie is not sent off. Venezuelan got. Jamaica still in possession. David Martinez is sent off for Venezuela. 57 minutes. So Canada's up a man. Jamaica still in the possession. 81 minutes. They do 61 to 39. Yep. Jamaica has more possession, 61-39. Red card for Venezuela. Canada's up a man for 30-plus minutes. Shot and saved. Into the final 10 minutes plus stoppage time of all these CONCACAF games. Panama to the World Cup, Curacao to the World Cup, Haiti to the World Cup, Jamaica and Honduras to the playoff as we speak. We might have 7, 8 CONCACAF teams in the World Cup. We might. With this playoff setup and the teams who have made it, we might have 8 teams. Paraguay getting one, winning 1-0. Mexico gets a pen. Well, at least you're not losing. Curacao to the playoff. Other prediction is Panama, Curacao, and Haiti will qualify. Well, right now, that ain't a hard prediction to make. Free kick for Canada while up a man. 59th minute, played over the top. Brought down, that's out for a goal kick. Canada's up a man for 30 minutes plus stoppage time. We will focus on the Canada game. Mexico 1-1 Paraguay. Jamaica, Curacao. Let's see what happened. John Russell got a yellow card. Jamaica, free kick for Curacao. 59th minute, that's going to be free kick for Venezuela and a red card. A red card for Canada. Canada, it's even again. 10 v 10. And Joel Waterman is off. Straight red for Joel Waterman. Yep. Tackled by Curacao. Joel Waterman's off. Red card, one red card per team. It's getting chippy here in Miami. Well, at least we're not the ones. At least it's back to 10 v 10. And it's a friendly. Kone. Oh, no. Kone gets the red card. I mean, his foot was up and he hit his knee. One, that's mistaken identity. Second of all, Ishmael Kone is the man who gets sent off. And honestly, that's not a bad call either. Corner for Curacao. I'd be mad about it, but there's no way that's a bad call. Yeah, it is. I mean, he did lunge into the guy's knee, studs up. I get it. Especially with a friendly. I just hope that doesn't get him suspended from the World Cup. Shot blocked away. Good Lord, mistakes after mistakes. At least we're tied. Curacao are minutes away from qualifying for their first World Cup. Yep, and Haiti's minutes away from making their second World Cup. Panama is minutes away from making their second World Cup? Second, because they didn't make it in 22. Second. I don't know. Free kick for Panama. They don't ever stop shooting themselves in the foot. Yep. They bottled it, man. Schaffelberg coming on. And Matthew Chouanier coming on. Jaden Nelson off. And Tenny Luashei off. 63rd minute. Both teams are down to 10 men. Venezuela went down to 10 first. Canada went down to 10 second. Canada still leads 0-1 though. Playing forward. Kevin Kelsey is off for Jesus Ramirez for Venezuela. Kevin Kelsey is off. Paraguay scores, winning 2-1. Mendoza off for Hernandez Chavez for Venezuela. Well, I mean, can you really call flying? Well, I mean, maybe studs up, but still, like, if you're going to try to get the ball, I think that's incidental contact. Ali Ahmed's was stupid. That was to the face, but Kone's, he was going for the ball, but he runs into the guy's knee, studs up. Yeah, it studs up, but how else do you go for the ball if you're trying to stretch out for it? I can't totally... So I don't know. 65th minute. Kelsey's going on vacation after this probably. And a red card for Schaffelberg. Oh, no. How am I that behind? I'm on FS1. How am I that behind? There's no way I'm that behind. And there's a goal for Panama. That's 3-0. Panama 3-0. Not that it matters now because Suriname's getting bodied, but cross in, there's a shot. Rebound, 3-0. Second ball. Panama's going to their second World Cup. Jamaica's a minute away from having to go to the playoff. 66 minutes. Rodriguez with a goal, 85th minute. With a rebound. 0-1 Canada. 0-1. Curacao. I mean, Schaffelberg had a stupid red card at the Gold Cup, but not tonight unless I wouldn't know how I'm watching on regular TV and I'm that behind. I'm watching on regular TV. How am I that behind? Playing forward. Jamaica has to score. One header off the post and saved. And there's a fight, Costa Rica, Honduras. Corner for Venezuela. +5, Jamaica, Curacao. Ball crossed in. Header. Wide. There is no way that game's at 90+5 already. Jamaica's down a man. 92 minutes. John Russell got a second yellow, and Jamaica's down a man. Yeah, that's probably going to do it for them. They're going to the playoff. Red card for Costa Rica. Possible penalty. A possible penalty check for full-time Trinidad Bermuda 2-1. I'm just saying, okay, fine. Suriname scores. Well, there can't be a goal in this game. Well, if it's a Costa Rica penalty, actually, it might be okay if there's a goal. Suriname scored to make it 3-1. Get the +3 goal differential back. Possible, no foul, no penalty. Ugalde gets a red card. Corner kick for Costa Rica. 69th minute. 2-0 for Haiti. 3-0 for Panama. 3-0 for Guatemala. Suriname did score. At least that's what Marcel said. Suriname did score 3-1. They're back to a +3 goal differential. That might just send them to a playoff. 3-1, 90+3. We'll see the goal in a second. Shot wide. So, Guatemala Suriname ends 3-1. Now he got the ball. Goal kick. '70th minute. Honduras definitely has more goals scored than Suriname. It was an own goal by Guatemala. Suriname gets back to a +3 goal differential, but I think Panama has more goals scored than Suriname. Full-time, Guatemala 3-1 Suriname. Or maybe not, I don't know. 1 more minute to go. Free kick for Venezuela, 71st minute. So, Guatemala-Suriname has ended. Penalty for Jamaica. Penalty for Jamaica. Penalty for Jamaica for the win. Come on, baby. Come on, Jamaica. I did say late goal for Jamaica. They're down a man, but they get a penalty. And I think that's a penalty. I don't think there's a VAR check that could flip that. Come on, Jamaica. Wide. Jamaica will get a penalty, and if they score, they're going to the World Cup. It's that simple. Jamaica. Penalty for Jamaica, at least for now. Let's see if they check VAR. VAR review for the penalty. VAR check. That's a pen for me. I agree. They're checking it on VAR. I say it's a penalty. No pen. Yeah, he wins the ball clean. No penalty, all ball. And that means Curaçao's going to the World Cup. Well, most likely, I should say. Most likely, Curaçao's going to the World Cup after that call. And Jamaica to the playoff. Y'all ain't even going to the World Cup. Y'all are sitting on y'all couches. You ain't even going to the playoff. I know y'all have a rivalry, but you're talking shit to a team who's at least going to the playoff. And y'all are sitting on your couches. Yeah, good job. You won for your own pride against Bermuda. Good job. You were eliminated by Jamaica because you couldn't beat them. Good job. My ass. Haiti qualified. And here's the own goal by Guatemala. 3 subs for Canada. What's going on with Honduras, Costa Rica? 0-0 draw, but that means Honduras is going to the World Cup. Salibo, Sorio, and Promise David are coming on for Canada. Suriname. This was the goal. Ball crossed in. Header, and it was an own goal by Guatemala to make it 3-1. Or Haiti's going to the World Cup. Honduras is going to the playoff. Samaoya with an own goal. +3 goal differential for Honduras and Suriname. It's going to be up to goals scored to see who goes to the playoff. Costa Rica, Honduras. If you're Suriname, you probably want Costa Rica to score. Ball crossed in. Header blocked away. 90+9. Full time. That's out for a goal kick. Eustachio off for Saliba, 75 minutes. Full time, and it's a 0-0 draw in Costa Rica. Honduras may be a playoff team. We got to see. Suriname and Honduras end up on 9 points +3 goal differential for both sides. Jamaica's going to the playoff with 11 points. Haiti have won. Haiti are going to the World Cup. with the win. They're going to the World Cup with 11 points. Haiti are going to the World Cup. Haiti to the World Cup automatically. Haiti are going to the World Cup automatically. Panama are going to the World Cup. And Curacao, if they could hold on, they are. Haiti going to the World Cup. Suriname playoffs on goals for. Okay, we could live with that. Curacao shot blocked away. 99 minutes. When will the final whistle be blown? Ball crossed in over the bar. Full-time Costa Rica, Honduras 0-0. Haiti 2-0. They're going to the World Cup. Suriname, Guatemala 3-1. Panama, El Salvador 3-0. Panama to the World Cup. Haiti to the World Cup. Jamaica and Curacao, the last game going. If Jamaica could get a late goal, they're going to the World Cup. If Curacao holds the draw, Curacao to the World Cup, Jamaica to the playoff. Jamaica still has the ball. One last chance. Tackled, out for a throw. Who will Jamaica play in the playoff? We'll find that out on November 20th. The playoff draw is November 20th. 0-1, settle 1-0 between Venezuela and Canada. We'll recap the CONCACAF round 3 tomorrow. That'll be the video tomorrow, whether I record it tonight or tomorrow. Here comes Jamaica. Ball crossed in. High angle cross. Headed down. Jamaica still has it. Full time! Curacao to the World Cup. Curaçao's going to the World Cup. And Jamaica to the playoff. 0-0 draw on Jamaica sends Jamaica to the playoff. Curaçao's to the World Cup. Curacao, Haiti, and Panama are going automatically out of CONCACAF. Jamaica to the playoff. Suriname or Panama, or Suriname or Honduras, one of them goes to the playoff on goals for. They're tied on goal differential and points. The team who has more goals will be going to the World Cup. Unless they're tied on goals for, then it's goals against. Less goals against. Jamaica to the tournament. And Suriname is going out, or Suriname is going through the playoff. Honduras is out. Honduras is out. Suriname to the playoff and Jamaica to the playoff. Panama, Curacao, and Haiti to the World Cup. Well, Jamaica still has to play the playoff. Jamaica still has to play the playoff. So, you can't say that yet for Jamaica. Suriname's going to the playoff. Honduras is out. Suriname last-minute own goal by Guatemala sends them to the playoff. And on goals scored. Excuse me. Canada leads 0-1. The only game still going is the last 12 minutes of the Canada game. The only review tonight will be the Canada game. Because Suriname scored more goals. Suriname has scored more goals than Panama. Or Honduras, I mean. And Panama celebrating. They've gone to the World Cup for the second time. Haiti have gone to the World Cup for the second time. Curacao going to their first World Cup. Suriname and Jamaica going to the playoff. Jamaica playing in the playoff to play for their second World Cup. Suriname in the playoff trying to get to the World Cup. I hope we get 8 CONCACAF teams in the World Cup. 10 minutes to go plus stoppage time for the Canada game. So there you go. That'll do it. 9 goals for Suriname. For Panama, Honduras is 5. Oh, shit. If Costa Rica were to tie it and get the 9, if Costa Rica were to tie it and win the game, Suriname and Costa Rica would have been tied on goals for and goals against. So it's a good thing Honduras held on for the draw. But Suriname is 9 goals for. Honduras had 5 goals for. Suriname scored 9. And that's why they're going on. I think Jamaica has a chance. It's FIFA rankings to have the final playoff game. So they'll advance to the final. Okay. Suriname will have to play through 2 and win 2. Jamaica would only have to win 1. Playing a team who was seeded lower. So yes, 9 goals for Suriname sends them to the playoff. Even without. See, they had to get that own goal to get the goal differential. They would have still had more goals even without the goal differential, or even without the third or the 1 goal. But they needed the 1 own goal to give them the goal differential equal. So on goals scored, Suriname goes to the playoff. Almost a complete bottle job, but at least they had 1 goal. So, Curacao, Haiti, and Panama automatically to the World Cup with Canada, USA, and Mexico. Jamaica and Suriname to the playoff, but they'll be playing in March to see if they could make it 7 or 8 CONCACAF teams at the World Cup. I prefer 8. Heartbreaking for Honduras and Costa Rica. Yep, 2 big names have not made the World Cup. Honduras and Costa Rica both missed the World Cup. Who would have thought that one of them would miss in this new format, in this format of not having the big dogs in? Who would have thought? Saved by Crepeau, 82 minutes. Suriname will have to battle it out versus Bolivia or Iraq. The other path, the finalist, is Congo. They have a good FIFA ranking. I think the draw is like FIFA. Like, here's the thing, though. The 2 highest ranked teams, here's a chance. Promise David with a goal! And Canada has a 2-0 lead. Promise David scores. Settle it all. See, give him a chance, he'll score. Jesus Christ. And that should do it for Canada. 83rd, 82, I'll say 83 minutes. 83 minutes, 0-2, settle it all. Promise David. There you go. Bolivia, New Caledonia, or Iraq. Jamaica isn't even better than Guatemala. Jamaica got really lucky with the draw. Fair enough, but you got to do what you got to do. See, Promise David, Jesse Marsh. I don't like Laren. That's Jesse. I want Promise to start. What? Good goal by Promise. 0-2, settle it all. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So there you go. That part's done. Promise is the guy. 84th minute. Hey, the Leafs beat the Blues. Yay. Yay, the Leafs won in overtime. Jake McCabe, Steven Lorentz, William Nylander. I'll take it. 85th minute, Canada, top of the box. Last couple of minutes of the Canada game. Well, I thought Promise was better than Tanny as well. I thought. 85th minute. 4 minutes to go. Playing forward. Well, let's see if the Canada fans were complaining about Wayne Gretzky being at the freaking Canada game. Let's see. How's Mexico losing to Paraguay? They are. That's all I can say. They are. I haven't. Mexico's only good in CONCACAF nowadays. Suriname and Jamaica. Suriname and Jamaica. Suriname, after scoring 9 goals to Honduras, is 5. Jamaica, of course, they went obviously on points. They were the best team of the 3 second-place teams. Playing forward. Yeah, I would agree with the New Caledonia. I would agree with that. New Caledonia semi. I would agree. Yep. Well, I said 2. Did I say 2-0 or 2-1? I knew I said Canada 2, which... But I did say Canada would win, so that's what matters. The group favored for both. Man, CONCACAF is fun, ain't it? And Panama almost completely choked as well. Let's not forget, if it wasn't for Suriname choking even harder on the final day, the 4th best team in CONCACAF, in what, at least to their eyes, would have choked. Free kick and a yellow card. Free kick for Venezuela, 88th minute. So, I don't know. Because USA might just be a better team. Who's going to win the World Cup? I have, right now, I still feel like Spain's the favorite. Like, well, why wouldn't they be? Why wouldn't they be the favorite? I think Jamaica gets through, and the others between Congo and Suriname. Man, it'd be awesome to see Suriname beat Congo. It'd be awesome. Well, it was 12 teams, but there was only 3 windows to play with. Unless you're telling, you can't play 4 games in 3 windows. You can't do that unless they played in January as well. But I think the only reason the January window happened in 2022 was because of COVID. The only reason that became a fecha FIFA, the only reason that 2022 January became a fecha FIFA was because of COVID. So that's the only reason that happened. Everybody else's qualifiers are over this month. They weren't going to let CONCACAF run into January because CONCACAF. They did the best with what they had. And then if you did a 10, 12-team group and just had everybody play everybody, that's still 11 games. You still couldn't have done that. Well, no. They did with what they had. They did the best with what they had. Now you could have done 6 and 6. and just did a 5-match group for everybody and like 3 home, 2 away or whatever. But, you know, and you could have done that within 3 windows. But either way, I don't know. '90th minute, 3 minutes of stoppage time for Canada. Free throw in for Canada with 2 minutes to go, 0-2 Settle-it-alls. But I didn't watch the game. I didn't watch the USA Uruguay or the Mexico Uruguay game. I can't tell you. All I know is the scores. I'd be facetious if I tried to tell you. If I tried to explain it, I'd be facetious. One more minute. We'll find out on the 20th. '93 minutes. Shot saved by Crepeau. Off the post. Rebound shot wide. Corner, Venezuela. Jamaica gets Bolivia. Suriname gets New Caledonia. I think Jamaica will be a finalist through the FIFA ranking. And then I think, of course, Suriname will play through the playoff or the semifinal. And Canada wins 2-0. There it is. Settle-it-alls esta noche. Canada ganador. Settle-it-alls. So with that being said, CONCACAF zone ends with a Canada win in the friendly. Curacao, Haiti, and Panama have gone to the World Cup automatically, and Suriname and Jamaica are going to the playoff in March. I'm happiest for Haiti. I'm still a little bit petty about the Gold Cup in Curacao, but, you know, Haiti. It's awesome to see Haiti make it. Awesome to see Haiti make it. Curacao, I mean, go for them. Good for them. But I'm still a little bit petty in that case. In Panama, I expected them to go, so why should I be happy? It's like, yeah, okay, you didn't completely bottle it because Suriname bottled it worse. I'm not really happy. I'm like, you did your job. Good job. It took you 6 games, but you did your job. In the end, you were where you were supposed to be. Good job. So, do that what you will. So, with that being said, at least at CONCACAF. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Says chats on live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you within the hour for the Canada game being reviewed. I will upload the CONCACAF World Cup qualifying recap video tomorrow. Whether I record it tomorrow or not, I will upload it. screw it. I'll probably just record it tomorrow. With that being said, I'll see you within the hour. I'm running them out. Peace. See ya.